The RV Show USA.
It's the country's #1 radio show about the RV lifestyle with RVer, consumer advocate, and your wingman, Alan Warren.
So camping season is well underway in the south, and folks up north, well, some of y'all are still getting a little bit of snow, but warmer temps are on the way. And with those warmer temperatures, folks are going to be hitting the road in their RVs. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, but there will be many a trip that goes south. And I'm not talking about south in terms of direction, but it'll go south bad in a hurry for too many people because they just didn't do the necessary prep work on their rig. To help us understand some of the many things that we RVers need to do at the beginning of camping season is our friend Chuck Woodbury from RV Travel. Welcome back to the show, Chuck.
Hi, Alan. Good to be with you.
You know, as an RVer, I guess an ounce of prevention can be worth a pound of cure, can it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've just been out in my RV the last few days just checking out everything. You know, time goes fast, and, I went out and my battery was dead. And, I mean, that just, that's not a good thing. So, it's partly my fault for not maintaining it all year properly, but stuff like that, you gotta get everything ready and make sure everything's working right, and otherwise no fun.
You know, even an RV that was perfect, everything was working great when you stored it, put it in storage for the winter. Now you go back, things can happen in that off time when it's just sitting there, and things that aren't so good can happen. Like you said, you have a dead battery, or you could have a flat tire, or electrical issues. A lot of things can happen, can't they?
Yeah. And if your RV is stored outside, like many people's, you've got to get up on that roof and make sure that it takes one little pinhole up there to really mess up your RV. Permanent damage if you don't catch it. So everybody should be getting up on their roof now and just looking very carefully, cleaning off the stuff around where there could possibly be any leaks, and making sure they're not going to get out there and have a leak. There's nothing worse than being out there in a bad rainstorm and having a leak start dropping down your roof, and there's not much you could do about it. When you're out there. And
they don't go away. They don't get better. They don't get fixed by themselves.
No, and they can come down the inside of the walls, get into the floor, and it's just not uncommon to see 5,000, 10,000, even more to get that rot out of there, or the mold, or whatever. So, that's not going to all happen over a period of a few months, but things happen, like you say, and the slide that opened, last year, maybe you push the button, it doesn't open, and the way service is these days, it can take a while to get yourself serviced. So don't, check now and get yourself everything fixed up so you can get out when you're ready to go.
I had a guy the other day that I posted something on Facebook about how often do you get up and check the roof on your RV, and this guy said he checks it every 6 months with his drone, and I didn't want to.
Oh, jeez.
I'm thinking, well, yeah, the roof is there, but how can you tell a little crack or a pinhole? You can't see that from a drone. You see some pretty pictures, but a drone ain't going to cut it.
That's pretty funny.
It's true. That's what he said. I check it with a drone.
You think you hear everything, and then you hear something like that. Yeah, there's no way his drone is going to get it down to 3 inches, and it's going to focus on a hole about a 16th of an inch.
So how often do you get up on top of your motorhome?
Oh, I get up there, I get up there every few months and just kind of look around, but I'm not looking close. But, my first motorhome that I got, and I thought the guy had kept it in good shape. That's a long time ago. It leaked, and I didn't know what I was doing. When I first got into RVing, I was absolutely ignorant of everything. I was so stupid. When I bought the thing, I didn't even look at the roof and see all these brown stains on there and put two and two together. So I kind of know what it's like, to not know anything. But, I'm pretty regular, and, so far so good on the motorhome I bought a couple of years ago. But, when you get out there, you just don't want to have to worry about it. You want to get out there and enjoy yourself, enjoy where you are, and not sit there and wait for a leak. That's terrible.
There are so many things, that literally we could spend hours talking about all the different things that we need to do to prep our RV. From checking the tires and all different, not just looking at them. Yep, tires are still there. That's not checking your tires, and wheel bearings and the tail lights, your turn signal, everything, your LP tanks, everything. There's so many things that we could spend so much time. Does RV Travel, if people go to your newsletter, can they search for something to kind of give them a guide of some of the things they need to go through before they hit the road?
Yeah, they could. We have a category on the right, in the right column, that says maintenance and repair, and there must be 500 articles in there just on that. I mean, we have, I think, last count, 5,400 articles on the site. So yeah, we've pretty well covered everything in 18 years, but and certainly written about roofs, and every spring we write about preparation, what to do, and everybody's got a different tip. I mean, I'm sure that the people are watching, they've got all their little things that they go through, and then you always think of something new. Yeah, that just all the little stuff, checking your oil, starting your engine, starting your generator. So many people will forget to start a generator in a month or two, and they go out and they want their generator, they push the button and it won't start. So everything. You got to check everything.
I say that there's a lot of things to gripe about our RVs. Some of them aren't made as well as we hope that they are, but also at the same time, we as RVers have to take more responsibility of the things that we need to do to maintain our warranty, maintain our RV, because if we don't do our job, how can we expect the RV to hold up?
Alan, when you really think about it, you think about how an RV is built on a chassis, an automotive chassis, and you think about our homes that are built on a much more solid foundation. You think that every time you go down the road, and just imagine hitting pothole after pothole and what that does. I mean, these things have to take such a pounding that you really do have to constantly be looking, go around tightening up, your screws, and if you don't, it can get out of control on you. So it's a miracle that they do as well as they do.
You know what? And if they were built any heavier, they would not be flexible. They have to have some flex to them. Like you said, going down the road, they're hitting bumps and chuck holes and all kinds of things. So you know what? Before we have to close this thing out, I want to thank you so much for your support of the RV Education Initiative that you have helped us with. I mean, I appreciate it so much.
Well, I'll keep doing it, Alan. As long as you're doing it, I'll do everything I can. I mean, I suppose we've got, the classes you're doing now, we probably have a couple thousand subscribers down there in Texas, and, we let them know about them, and hopefully, some people go out to these, but education is so important. And we're doing everything we can. So, and I know you are. So that's why we're sticking together.
Amen. Well, we've often talked about the need for good dealers to provide this kind of info. Some of them do. There are some dealers that do it. But what we're trying to do is bring all these good dealers together and help them do a better job of connecting with consumers. And we had quite a few people at the RV Ed class that's going on as we speak that came through RV Travel. So that's awesome.
Well, we'll keep doing it. Any dealer out there that is listening, or anybody knows a dealer and they want to put on some educational classes, we will give them tons of free publicity just to try to get the RVers out there. And because all the stuff you and I talk about, it all boils down to RVers not knowing a lot of times what they're doing, whether it's buying or maintaining or whatever. You've got a big investment, and you've got to take care of it. Otherwise, it's just going to, up here in the Northwest, they just turn green from moss after a while. So, you've got to take care of them. That's a big investment, and they're going to depreciate, but, don't let it depreciate more than it needs to. Absolutely. All right, in about 30 seconds or so, give the elevator pitch, if you would, invitation to get people to subscribe to RV Travel. I love this, folks. Well, all they got to do is go to rvtravel.com/radio, and I know that in the weeks that passed, Alan, you've sent over hundreds of people that have signed up. I appreciate it. But rvtravel.com /radio, and they'll get an issue every week, and we have other newsletters too. They can pick and choose. And we love it. I love reading it every day. So anyway, thanks so much. Thanks for all you do. We'll catch you soon, okay? Okay, thank you, Alan. You bet. You Bye-bye. Take care. Hi, this is Goose from the RV Show USA, and these are today's winners to ensure you get your $50 gift card
make sure you send an email to info@thervshowusa.com. And if you would like to enter to win a $50 gift card of your very own, head over to thervshowusa.com and sign up for our email list. And if you like this video and would like to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right over there. And turn on the notifications so you will be notified whenever a new video comes out for the RV Show USA. And as always, thank you for watching.